Hey guys, Rudy here, East Coast Sun. Just answering some emails, and I thought I'd make a little video. People are asking me when they're hooked to the grid, how come I can't get rid of my power bill 100%? So you'll see in the estimates, it might say 94% or 70% of your power is offset. So your power, we're asking for your power consumption and in the estimate, and then I typically will take your best roof, which will be your southeast facing roof, and populate it with panels, and then what it will do is it'll figure out, it will project how much power you can offset. So there'll be some homes that may heat with wood, and they have a smaller power bill, like $100 or $150 a month. So I won't fill that roof with panels in my estimate, because you're not going to make more power. You're not going to get a check for your power. You're just offsetting the power that you used. So I never want to produce more power than you consume. That's why I want to know what your power bill is. So if you're hooked to the grid, and I always recommend that people stay on the grid. I'm off grid. There's some disadvantages to it. I don't have some freedoms that the grid tied people have. If you are hooked to the grid, you are going to be paying your $27. It's around $27, a little different if you're rural, a little different if you're urban. The rural folks pay a little more because we have more potential of trees falling on the lines because we live in the woods. You're going to have that. You can't get rid of that. You can't produce electricity, more electricity than you use with your solar panels, and use that to offset your service fee. The service fee is always there. You're going to pay tax on the power that you used. So right now, everyone that has solar and is hooked to the grid without a battery, which is most net metered homes, they're using power from the grid at this moment. It's dark out, and that power, when you'll put it back tomorrow when it's sunny out, if it's sunny out, I don't know what the weather is for tomorrow, then you'll put that power back, but they're not going to give you the tax back on that. So at the end of the month, you may have to pay 15% on the power that you use. So it would be nighttime and cloudy parts of the day, because MB Power won't give you, you're not a business, they're not going to give you that HST back. So dusk to dawn lights, you can't offset that. Water tank rentals, if some of you are renting the Generac system that I think that's $20 some a month from MB Power, you can't offset that either. So if you're hooked to the grid, and there's companies out there, there's some solar marketing companies that are sending out quotes, and I may throw a couple of them under the bus in the future. I might sit down and actually compare an estimate. You can, and they'll tell you that you can get rid of that power bill. If you're hooked to the grid, the minimum you're going to have is the tax on the power that you used and the service fee for being connected to the grid. So I hope that makes sense. You can put more panels on. You can, some companies will put more panels on than you need to have to make sure that you net zero, but I try not to, because you don't get a credit for that. You're kind of throwing your money away. If you tell me you're going to get an electric car, I'll try to figure out how many kilometers you drive a year, and then we'll look at the vehicle and we'll see how many kilowatt hours per mile it uses, and we'll try to do the math on how much that would use. But that would be the only case, if you foresee your power bill going up, then that's when I would try to squeeze some more panels on. So I hope that makes sense. I thought this would be a 1-minute video. It's 4. Have a lovely evening. Any questions, just plug them on this page or whatever, and I'll try to answer them in the comments, or when I can, I'll make a video, so it's easy to do. Have a good night.